All right, welcome. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're going to connect a galaxy far, far away right to your command line. Yep, we're going to unpack how a little green Jedi Master of all people gave what might just be the single best piece of advice for any developer staring down a really stubborn bug.
I mean, you know the line, right? It's totally iconic. But here's the thing you might not have ever thought about. It's not just some pep talk for lifting an X-wing out of a swamp. No, it might actually be the most crucial piece of programming philosophy a developer can ever hear.
And to really get why, we have to go to a place I think every single one of us has been. You know the one. A very dark, very frustrating place.
Just picture it. It's 2 a.m., the coffee's gone cold, your eyes are just burning, and your screen, oh man, it is just a sea of red error messages. The pressure is on, big time. And right there, in that moment of just pure desperation, you say it to yourself. Okay, I'll try to fix this. And that word right there, try, that's where all the trouble really starts.
So, how do you break out of that cycle of despair? Well, this is where Yoda's wisdom comes crashing in, and it's what separates the hopeful amateur from the committed pro.
See, Yoda's advice, it cuts right through all that uncertainty. In developer speak, it's the difference between confidently shipping code versus just hoping your CI/CD pipeline doesn't light up like a Christmas tree full of failures. It's a completely different way of approaching the problem.
First, let's talk about the dark side. Let's walk down the path of try, because you really have to understand its pitfalls to see the light. This is the mindset that more often than not leads straight to chaos.
So here's the breakdown, right? The try mindset, it's just so vague. It's non-committal. You're basically just running on hope, just throwing something at the wall and praying it sticks. But the do mindset, oh, that's completely different. It's specific, it's committed, it's all about taking real, concrete action. And this try mindset is exactly what leads to those infamous quick fixes. You know what I'm talking about. That one little line of code that seems to solve the immediate issue, but somehow, mysteriously, it creates 3 brand new bugs. And just like that, your evening is gone. It's an all-nighter. It's a short-term gamble with really painful long-term costs. I just love this quote. It's so sharp and it is so true. Committing to a try is basically just creating a future problem for yourself, or even worse, for your team. It's a non-committal fix that almost guarantees a headache down the road, and it usually shows up as a really nasty merge conflict. Okay, so if try is the path to the dark side, what's the alternative? Well, it's the disciplined, focused path of the coder who does.
So, the do mindset isn't some kind of magic trick. It's a method. It's a system. Step 1, you actually read the docs. Yeah, the real documentation, not just that top vote in Stack Overflow answer from like 10 years ago. Then, step 2, you break the task down into tiny, super manageable pieces. And third, you debug with patience. You gotta be like a Jedi meditating, not, just mashing the keyboard and hitting npm install for the 5th time in a row. This is the way.
Okay, this brings us to what might be the most powerful insight of this whole idea, because it tackles the one big question that's probably been bugging you about this philosophy.
Exactly. And that's a totally fair question. Doing isn't about being perfect. It's not a guarantee that you're going to squash that bug on your first attempt. So what does it even mean to do if failure is still on the table?
And this right here, this is the secret sauce. This is where failure gets a total rebrand. A failed attempt, that's not the end of the road, not at all. You got to think of it like a signal from the system itself. It's like a pull request from the universe, and it's asking you for a better solution. So it's not a stop sign, it's a direct request for a better commit. I love that. So at the end of the day, doing is really all about commitment. You commit mentally to seeing the problem all the way through, and you commit your actual code to Git. You just keep pushing forward until you either solve the problem or you learn something definitive from the failure. Either outcome is progress. There is no try.
And that's really the main takeaway here. This is the question you gotta ask yourself. The next time you're staring down that wall of red text at 2 in the morning, are you going to fall back on just hope and try? Or are you going to commit to the process, break it down, and do?
Thanks for joining this explainer. Go on, channel your inner Yoda, grab your keyboard, and may the source be with you.